may have escaped and broken free from the cage that we could see, but beyond the cage lies an invisible boundary, a boundary and barrier that are hidden carefully. This boundary, this barrier was created intentionally to keep us trapped and stuck within, unable to escape, to move beyond where we have been. To believe that we are finally free, when in reality we just can't see. We can't see the ways we are still trapped by our own ability to adapt. Adapting to the hidden limits appearing to be natural, when in reality their benefits are actually unilateral. To benefit only those who create and keep them, to prevent us from seeing and bringing mayhem. For those who want us to believe we are free, that we should be happy and carefree, when in reality we are bound by this invisible line, only able to see glimpses when we are not blind. When we are not blinded by their stories and illusions, the tales they tell of our freedoms and delusions, that our desire for more than what we have is unreasonable, that what we ask is unspeakable, unachievable, and inconceivable, that we already have all that we could possibly need, that we've been blessed with what's already been agreed, and to ask for more only demonstrates our greed. We are free to vote, work, speak, own, and breed. What more do we need? How dare we believe our voice carries weight, that our answer of no should stop rape, that our opinions and views might be considered first rate, that we have the ability to change our own fate. How dare we ask for more protection from abuse, rape, incest, and molestation, that the actions were not the result of our instigation, that blaming the victim is just a deflection. How dare we want to be trusted and believed, for others to hear and witness how we were aggrieved, to believe our stories of being hurt and deceived, to recognize the pain we've endured and received. How dare we demand retribution for crime, for abusers and rapists to receive adequate time, to prosecute and punish these crimes full time, to recognize these crimes all the time. How dare we demand equal pay for the work we perform each day, for our superior, exceptional work they consistently downplay, to receive the same recognition and opportunities in the workday, to speak of our success and not stay out of the way. How dare we ask for more time after our babies are delivered, for the time we need to recover, nurture, heal, and not be withered, to be paid enough money to afford to take time and not be forced to stop working or go part-time. How dare we demand to feed our babies with the milk we create, for the time we need to adequately acclimate, to be given the time and necessary break for pumping our breasts while you patiently wait. How dare we ask to return to our jobs without a setback, for the ability to continue and keep our careers on track? How dare we need something different in terms of support, for the opportunity to prevent our careers being cut short? How dare we demand better choices for child care, for money, time, and access to places with quality care, to ensure our children grow up safe and unharmed, to allow us to focus on work and not be concerned or alarmed? How dare we demand and need quality maternal medical care, for the doctor's medicine, pre- and postnatal care, to prevent unnecessary death of new mothers everywhere, to monitor for depression without judgment and due care? How dare we need empathy and support for what we've endured, for care and compassion, and to be reassured, to have our concerns heard and not obscured, to get what is truly necessary in order to be cured? How dare we think our experiences with pain should be heard, for our stories to be accepted, not twisted and blurred, to know that our mental health is more than just a catchword, to receive mental and spiritual support for all we've endured? How dare we demand crazy not be how we are defined, for the traumas we've carried in our heart, body, and mind, to provide real care that can heal all of humankind, to receive compassion for how we've been maligned. How dare we want to decide with our mind about our body, for we are more equipped than anybody, everybody, and somebody to decide what we need given our unique situation, to be free to choose without damnation. How dare we demand the right to decide with our doctor's advice as our guide, for the right to decide what will happen to our bodies on the inside, for the right to decide who will live and who will die, for no one should have to make this decision, this choice, but the only answer lies in the patient's voice. How dare we want to be considered in decisions of the court, even though we were never considered at the start, that at the time we were little more than a life escort, that our perspectives and opinions did not require support. How dare we demand that our voices should be heard, that our opinions and needs are not absurd, that although we've been quiet and will have the last word, that we have the roar of a lion, not a little lovebird. How dare we? But do we dare? Will we dare? What will we dare? After more than 200 years, we've not yet remedied these atrocities. For to remedy these wrongs, we must admit their animosities, that they did not consider then what we now know is true, that the world they created failed to consider another point of view. That when they made their decisions and when they began it, that they did not consider the perspective of half the beings on the planet. And in this decision, they created a world inherently broken, which now requires that we become outspoken. Will we dare to believe that our voices can be heard, that our needs and demands are not absurd, that we must rise up, see, and speak to the invisible, the barrier they pretend isn't real or visible? But somewhere deep down, we all know it's true. We all feel the limits preventing us from breaking through. When we start to push beyond what we've known, we feel the boundary hold us as real as hard as stone. If we want to truly expand into our rightful place in this world, we must destroy the invisible boundaries created by our old world. By destroying these limits, we'll transform the world for the best, a world where our daughters will not be oppressed. If we want to finally make this world right, we must accept our role in this special fight. We must step into our power and light. We must fully accept our birthright. Our right to be considered holy for the unique ability of childbirth. Our right to protection anywhere on earth. Our right to be seen, heard, valued, and demonstrate our worth. Our right to change the world and initiate a rebirth. Our right to stand side by side as equal beings on this earth.